My name is Larry Herbert. I'm the accreditation manager for the Colorado Springs Police Department, and this is Officer Gary Darris, one of our patrol officers. Gary's going to demonstrate for us how he checks his vehicle and equipment prior to going on shift. I'd like to ask Gary a few questions about that. Officer Darris, could you explain to us, when you are going on shift, what do you do in pre-checking your vehicle for contraband and weapons and equipment?
Sure. Well, the first thing I do in the morning is I walk around the exterior of the vehicle and make sure that there's no damage to the vehicle that I wasn't aware of prior to that day. And if there is, I'll make sure that the officer who used the car prior to me has noted that down. Then I open up the rear seat of the vehicle where the detainees sit, the arrested party. There are pockets on the side door that I make sure that there's no contraband left behind. I check the handle on the door to make sure that nothing's been left behind. Then I look on the back seat. That back seat is a one-piece molded seat. It would be very hard for anybody to conceal anything, and if somebody left something behind, that would be visible on the seat portion of that molded seat. Then there is a partition that's underneath the driver's seat and the passenger seat where a person obviously puts their feet on the floorboard, but that partition prevents an individual from throwing something up to the front passenger compartment to conceal, again, any contraband. And these doors are configured that the individual on the inside cannot open the door up to make an escape.
Could you explain some of your equipment to us?
Yes. So in the trunk, we are all the cars are standard with 3 or more traffic cones to be used for traffic accidents or blocking lanes of traffic, or just to prevent somebody from walking into an area that you don't want to. Then all the vehicles are equipped with these small toolboxes that have a survival type knife in them, a CPR mask, a rescue blanket, a multi-purpose tool, flares, police line tape, a box for a DUI, blood collection. Then there's a fire extinguisher and traffic triangles that are similar to the traffic cones.
Officer Darris, how long have you been with the police department?
33 years.
And I know you've been in and out of patrol on more than one occasion. How long have you been in patrol on this assignment?
17 years.
Okay. During the last several years, during your pre and post vehicle checks, have you found any narcotics, contraband, or weapons during those inspections?
No.
When you transport a prisoner, could you describe for us the procedures that you use in first searching the prisoner and then searching your vehicle after transporting?
So I'll add one thing in that prior to putting a person in the back seat, I'll make sure that there is nothing in the back seat area, that passenger compartment, that is of contraband or anything else. I want to make sure that that area is as sterile as possible. Then when I transport the person to either a holding cell at one of our substations or transport them to the sheriff's office, after I leave the sheriff's office or I leave the holding cell area, make sure that person's secure in those facilities, I'll come back out to the car and make sure that there's nothing left behind in that passenger compartment. So I'm always making sure that that area is sterile.
If you pick someone up, what is your procedure on checking for weapons and narcotics prior to placing them in the vehicle?
Oh, well, you do a standard pat down of the individual, making sure, well, one, they're going to be under arrest, and then you search their person, incident to arrest, to make sure that there's no contraband or weapons or any other items that they have. And then you also pull out their personal items, because you're going to put that into personal property to where that's going to be secure and go with that person to the county jail.
Officer Darris, I really appreciate you taking time to speak with us today, and I hope you have a safe shift.
Thank you.